Gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
What did they say? This is going to be a match to remember.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Ooh, can't wait to see this good stuff here.
Jump in finds the mark. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
Okay, this might be the momentum they need.
Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Burnout is triggered.
I'm trying to figure out how to get that damage.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They saw the chip KO on the table.
Nicely played round there.
That round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly.
That didn't go well at all. Let's see if they can change it up.
This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
All right, curious to see how aggressive these two players will be in neutral to start out. Ah, what's gonna happen?
Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Both fighters planning some... Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive resets. Just goes for it at this range.
Whoa.
Still slugging it out at this range. A drive impact could end it all here. Experiencing burnout.
This is definitely not good for them at all.
What a finish!
Takes the round. Wow.
Cammy
Oh my
wins.
days, that was a real intense fight.
Man, that was one of the best fights I've ever seen.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
As it once was beautifully said, it all depends on your skill. Go for broke.
Backs them into the corner.
Okay, this might be the momentum they need.
Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match first?
Goes for the throw. Ooh, gets the perfect parry. This could lead to something big.
All right, what's the plan?
Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drop. And a super activation. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. KO.
Nicely played round there.
Oh man, they were all over him. Yo, what was this over?
That was so dominant. And if that keeps up, this might be a quick match.
They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Goes for the jump in. Risky up close scrap still going. They've got the meter for a drive impact. It's going to be hard to mount a comeback at this stage, but they need to look for an opening somewhere.
Ugh, this comeback is not going to be easy to pull off. Oh, this is getting crazy.
Life walls flat into the guard break. Nowhere to run.
Oh man,
There's a burnout.
no! I think they missed their chance to swing the momentum. Nice.
Closes it out.
Man, that was such a stressful round.
Cammy wins.
Oh, hard fought on both sides. What did you do?
Man, that was one of the best fights.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
You know both players are not going to hold back.
Start. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Really excited to see what kind of tech both players have for this fight.
Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape.
Okay, this might be the momentum they need.
Dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. The jump in catches them. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life.
Ooh, do they have the right read on the opponent?
Anything could happen here.
Both trying to see if the other will strike first.
Heats it up with a combo into super.
Ooh, nicely done, nicely done.
Player 1 chases them down.
Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
KO.
All right, gets a round on the board.
Bags the round. What do you make of it?
Definitely some strong play, but you cannot rest on your laurels. Gotta keep up the aggression.
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Player one took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet.
Right.
Grabs them. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital.
Okay.
What'll happen here? Player one will look to apply pressure here.
Oh no, not like this.
Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight.
Okay, it's important to not let up here.
It's looking to impress with this super KO.
Nicely played around there.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
They must have been hungry because they were doing some cooking out there.